So at first, as the previous one, write down the definition of Laplace transformation. Okay. We just write down here the definition of Laplace transformation. Now replace your function f of t by the functional value t, and it can be written as Laplace transformation of t. So here it will be 0 to infinity e to the power minus st, and f of t is equals to t dt. So simply you have to complete this integration. So for completing this integration, you may use the UV formula, right? So if I use the UV formula, what will be the result here? Okay, now let's use the UV formula here. Consider t as u and e to the power minus st as v. So it will be t e to the power minus st divided by minus s. Use your upper and lower limit minus differentiation of u, that is 1. With respect to t, if you differentiate t, the answer will be 1. Again, complete the integration e to the power minus st divided by s. And you have to integrate this again with the same limit 0 to infinity. Okay. So from here we have seen that 1 by s minus t e to the power minus st, and our limit is from 0 to infinity. Here it will be negative sign, it will be positive 0 to infinity e to the power minus st into dt. Okay. So here, if you use the upper and lower limit here, what will be the result? For infinity, it will
second
be
1 by s.
Yes, because we have, for the second one, we have completed this integration in our first one, right? In our first one, we have completed this integration. So for the second one, your answer will be 1 by s. And for the first one, here you have seen that e to the power minus st. So in the place of t, if you use infinity, it will be e to the power minus infinity is equals to 0. And if you use e to the power 0, then for t into e to the power minus st, here when t is equals to 0, then this term will produce 0. So we have seen that if you use the upper and lower limit, in both cases, your result will be 0. Okay. Here if you use both cases, it will be 0. But here there is a contradiction. Suppose it is t e to the power minus st. So when you use the upper limit, it will be infinity into e to the power minus infinity. Now what will be the result? Why we use 0 here?
Zero into infinity to 0 e to the power minus infinity 0 na. 0 into infinity 0
you will consider that 0 into infinity is equals to 0. Now it will be 1 by s 0, and here we can get 1 by s. So our limit will be 1, sorry, our Laplace transformation for t will be 1 by s square. So in a similar way, we can say that what will be the Laplace transformation for t to the power n?
One by s to the power n. S to the power n plus 1.
Yes, it will be 1 by s to the power n plus 1. Yes, this is the formula, but here there is another problem. This is not the correct. If you use the next one, here I have seen the for Laplace transformation of 1, that means t to the power 0. The Laplace transformation of t, that is t to the power 1, we have completed for the 0 and 1. But if you go for the next one, you will get another term, that is n factorial. Okay, you will get another term, that is n factorial. So in that case, directly we will not say that the Laplace transformation for t to the power n is equals to this. We will evaluate the Laplace transformation for t to the power n. Okay, if you go for the next one, that means 2, 3, 4, then you will get another term which can be expressed as n factorial. But we will not go for this long process. We will find out Laplace transformation of t to the power n by using this formula similarly. Okay. So here our function is f of t is equals to t to the power n. write down it in the formula. It will be Laplace transformation of t to the power n is equals to 0 to infinity e to the power minus st f of t. F of t indicates t to the power n, and you have to integrate this with respect to t. Okay. So here I will not complete this integration by using UV formula. I will use method of substitution here. It will be easier for us. So at first I will consider that y is equals to st. Okay. We'll consider method of substitution for completing this integration. So if y is equals to st, then dy will be what? S into dt. Okay, S into dt. And the values for dt will be 1 by s dy. You have to change your limit. And another thing is, here it is t to the power n. If y is equals to st, then what will be the result for t to the power n? It will be y to the power n by s to the power n. Okay. And now using this relation, we will change the limit. What are the limits here? We will change the limit. And we know the limit for t is 0, lower limit, and upper limit t tends to infinity. So use this relation for find the limit of y. Okay. So when t is equals to 0 here, what will be the limit for y? IT number 51. Excuse me. Are you feeling sleepy?
মিস আমাকে কিছু বলছেন
51.
জি মিস বলতেছেন
Okay. So what will be the limit for y here? If I consider y is equals to st and when t is equals to 0, what will be the limit for y?
মিস বলতে পারি না আসলে
Is it true you are a student of engineering field? Y is equals to st. If I consider t is equals to 0, what will be the limit for y? No problem. Say t is equals to 0 here.
is equal to 0
Then
তাহলে
y,
তো y is equal to 0 আসতেছে
জেগে আছেন না ঘুমাচ্ছেন? আমার মনে হয় আপনি ঘুমাচ্ছেন। Okay,
মিস আসি মিস
আছেন। If I take t tends to infinity, then what will be limit for y?
y infinity means.
Infinity. Thank you so much. So we can write down it in the form that t to the power n is equals to 0 to infinity. Excuse me, mute your device. So e to the power minus st. So in the place, what can we write down? E to the power minus st.
Is e to the power minus 1.
Yes, in the place of y, it will be, sorry, in the place of st, it will be y. Now t to the power n. Here the values of t to the power n is y to the power n by s to the power n. And finally for dt, right? What is the result for dt? 1 by
1 by
s
s dy.
dy. Is it clear? So from here we have seen that it is 0 to infinity to the power minus y is, yes, y to the power n, y to the power n dy. And here I can write down it is s to the power n plus 1, right? And you have seen that what is the variable here, s or y?
It's y. It's constant.
Here s is constant, y is variable, and there is a formula of gamma function. Can anyone remember what is the formula of gamma n? You have learned it in integral calculus.
It's gamma ভুলে গেছি
0 to infinity e to the power minus x to the power n minus 1 into dx. This is the definition of gamma function. Okay, it's the definition of gamma function, 0 to infinity e to the power minus x to the power n minus 1 with respect to x. This is the definition of gamma function. Now, if I replace n by n plus 1, what will happen? What will happen? 0 to infinity e to the power minus x to the power n will be
N.
replaced by n plus 1, yes?
শুধু n হবে তাহলে।
It will be only x to the power n into dx, okay? Now we will replace this variable x by y. Then it will be 0 to infinity e to the power minus y to the power n dy. So what can we write in this place?
Gamma of n plus 1.
Yes, we can write down gamma n plus 1. And there is a properties of gamma function. Gamma n plus 1 is equals to what? All of these things you have learned in your integral calculus, but
Yes,
forget
ভুলে
this.
গেছি।
Gamma n plus 1 is equals to n factorial. Now you understand the necessity of gamma and beta function.
Yes, miss.
It's an one kind of application of gamma and beta function, right? So gamma n plus 1 is equals to n factorial. 1 by s to the power n plus 1, and in the place of gamma n plus 1, we may write down n factorial. So this is the formula of Laplace transformation for t to the power n. Now is it clear? Excuse me.
Yes, miss, clear.
Yes, miss, clear.
In your exam, I will not ask that find the Laplace transformation of t to the power n. I will give a specific value for Laplace transformation of t to the power 5 or t to the power 6, and I ask you that is it true or false? If true, then explain your result. So you will get such type of problems. In that case, you need to understand what is the actual transformation, okay? So that's all for today. If you have any confusion or query regarding our today's lecture, your syllabus introduction, then you may ask. And one thing is that the main application of this course is what? Basically, Laplace transformation is used for solving ordinary differential equation and partial differential equation. That's the main application. And in your department or communication sector or control process sector, or in all those things case, you face some problem, and after that you can formulate them into ordinary differential equation or partial differential equation or system of equations. And these types of OD, PD or system of equations can be solved by using Laplace transformation. That is the main application of this topic. I hope you understand the necessity of this topic, okay?
Yes.
Okay, so now I will give the attendance. Your class time is over, so I will give your attendance now. One thing is that you have a specific Google Classroom regarding this course. I will provide the course code and link to share. I hope all of you will connect in this Google Classroom, okay? As soon as possible. Is there any retake student here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, what is your ID number? MD Roshid, ID number 008, 2017 batch. Are you present? 08? ID number 08. Okay, students, I think all of you have written your ID number in the chat box. I will collect the attendance from the chat box. We can leave. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.